Let's do Gemini. What's going on with my Geminis for the month of March? What is going on with my Geminis for the month of March? Geminis for the month of March. Okay. So the star card is representative of the just general energy. So for the month of March, this is a month where you're being asked by your spiritual team, the universe, to be a lot more hopeful. Especially if there has been, let's say, an interesting start to the year. There have been some things that you've had to, redirect your energy from, experiences that you've still been trying to heal from. I think that this month is about being compassionate with self and actually believing that your luck is turning. If there has been certain struggles around, let's say, career as well, I think that this month is going to push you to say, I'm going to try my hardest and I'm going to let the cards fall as they may. There also may be an Aquarius of significance this month. I'm getting Aquarius energy or possibly a water sign that could be of significance this month. Also, Spirit is going to reveal anything that's not meant to be in your life or any situation that's not in alignment with you. Now, going into career and finances, I have the 5 of Wands. So there could be certain people in the workplace that are a little annoying, I'm not going to lie, or they could be drama filled. They could be, people in higher management who are just micromanagers or almost like bullies. So it's important that you don't let people in the workforce make you like quit your job or make you feel like annoyed in the workplace. Also with the 5 of Wands, if you have been looking for jobs, it may be a competitive field that you're applying for or that you're applying in. And this month is going to require you to be really, really competitive and on top of your game when it comes to like reaching out to jobs in terms of follow-ups and whatnot. I think that also too in your personal life, it's making sure that you temper yourself where things that are affecting you outside of work aren't affecting you within work, to where your performance is just kind of interesting. Now, going into the energy around love with the 5 of Swords, this talks about disagreements or questioning the other person's intentions. Like, are your intentions pure? Are your intentions rooted in like genuinely wanting this relationship? So if you are dealing with someone on a casual level, I think you will be assessing your person's intentions. Like, okay, do you actually want the same things that I do? Or are we in 2 totally different spaces in terms of what we want? If you have been dealing with somebody where there has been issues in the past where you kind of question if they play in your face or if they, do certain things with the intentions of trying to get over, I think that if that is the case, it will be revealed. Some of you also, communication is going to be key. If you and your person just get into really bad arguments because there's a misunderstanding of each other's needs, and even on a personal level, they're being like, I know I don't like this treatment, but I don't necessarily know like what ways to fix this relationship or, what ways they can do to earn my trust or whatever it may be. This month is going to require you to pace yourself with your relationship. Okay, with love as well, making sure for my singles too, that you're not assuming the worst case scenario or self-sabotaging out of fear of being played. So self-sabotaging looks like blocking this person without really giving them a fair chance to show you what type of person they are, or assuming things about what this person is thinking about you and then letting the assumptions fly and letting it be this gap that exists between you and the person you're trying to connect with due to just worry or fear of connecting and being vulnerable. Now, advice I would give you, Geminis, I do have the 9 of Swords. So it's important that you are not overthinking everything that you're trying to do this month in a way where you're starting to feed into like doubt centered thoughts, or this is even allowing anxiety to just kind of sit. I always say this, emotions tell us what we need to confront. So when you experience anxiety, there's a reason why you're experiencing it. It's for two reasons. It's either you're experiencing the anxiety because your spirit knows that you need to be doing something at the moment. Whether that's like you experiencing anxiety around your career because you know you should be really investing your time into a path that you're on. This could look like anxiety where you're, how do I, what's another example? This anxiety could look like, oh, I know I really need to turn in this homework assignment, so I'm anxious about it. Those emotions do stuff in terms of letting us know what needs to be done. And also we can experience anxiety when our vision is too far ahead in the future and we're not existing in the now. So the advice is to pay attention to why you're experiencing the anxiety, to understand how to work through the anxiety, and not just thinking that that is just literally your base energy, which is not true. Now, going into the possible challenge, I have the Ten of Cups. So the challenge could be family. There could be certain family members that either need help or you're not on the best of terms with, or someone who you have children with. Maybe the relationship isn't necessarily as structured as you would like it to be, or you don't have the support that you would like to have within this family dynamic. For others of you, your personal happiness could require you to make certain sacrifices that, with this level of selfishness that you would have to tap into after being so selfless, that it could kind of feel like you're hurting people. And not because you're trying to, but because certain ways you were being so selfless for, let's say, the sake of the person you're in a relationship with. Now, with you maybe deciding to do certain things that's going to make you personally happy, now it's like, okay, I don't know, I don't want to hurt certain individuals. So make sure you're not seeing your personal happiness as a threat to other people, because that just lets you know that you were giving too much of yourself in the first place, to where you just doing healthy things for yourself, like tending to your personal happiness, is now bad. Now, going into the next card, what you're not aware of this month, I have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups talks about journeying, venturing out into different spaces, and us being called into different spaces after us not emotionally resonating with a friend group, maybe relationship, environment. We just outgrown certain spaces. So what you're not aware of is you're outgrowing certain spaces. And that's why you do feel this strong call to maybe leave your job, or to leave a relationship, or to leave certain spaces. Or if you've already left these spaces, what you're not aware of is you were called at that moment to grow. And it isn't indicative of you, in the past being on the wrong path. It just means that you've outgrown that space. And this is something that continuously happens through life anyways. We occupy spaces, we grow past them, and then we occupy new spaces, and then we grow past those as well. Okay, but with these Six of Pentacles, so this is going to represent what to watch out for. So with the Six of Pentacles, be mindful of overextending yourself to a degree in which you are so tired and overworked that you don't replenish yourself back, or doing this in circumstances where people are taking from you, but wouldn't do the same for you if you needed it. So any situation where you're being required to overextend yourself and someone just kind of half-ass back, it's important that you look at that. Now, I also have the Nine of Pentacles representing the outcome for you. So Nine of Pentacles talks about financial freedom, independence, doing things all by yourself, just overall stability. So what I'm getting, I do think that finances and your financial situation is going to be a focal point by the end of this time frame. And if you are making attempts to save your money and to have better money management like practices throughout the month, by the end of this month you could be in a totally different financial situation if you really do stick to this. For my single Geminis, you could be embracing your singleness, going out on dates. But I think the main focal point is just you guys taking care of responsibilities and also looking at ways to build like more financial freedom or security. Now, let's pull just an oracle card for you guys. Give me an oracle for Gemini for the month of March. Gemini. So we have Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, I'm actively working on this situation. I'm here and helping you. So the message for this month, you do have spiritual help. You do have divine help. And even though literally you can't see things being done behind the scenes, know that your spiritual team is actively working on your situation, and there's no need for you to fret or worry about whether or not your prayers or your, concerns are actually being considered. Okay, it's just important that you allow your spiritual team to work and know that your spiritual team may be on a different timing than you. But I hope that that was helpful.